Well, good afternoon, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Marcus Walter here, back with the weather update. We're starting with the update on Hurricane Erin. It continues to spin in the Atlantic. It has increased in size, but it has weakened in strength. We're looking at a Category 2 storm right now with max wind at about 105 miles per hour. As we look at the latest forecast track, it still is forecast to continue moving to the north before making the right turn and pushing out into the northern Atlantic, but it still will bring some high surf concerns along the eastern United States and even for Bermuda. So if you had any travel plans to some beaches on the East Coast or even toward Bermuda, expect some rough waters over the next few days. Now, outside of that, we're tracking two other areas of interest. One right now in the eastern Atlantic. It has a 30% chance of formation, but it is forecast to run into less favorable weather conditions, so it may start to weaken potentially as we head throughout the next couple of days. But we are tracking another disturbance that is forecast to push to the west and then eventually north and west. And as it does so, it has a 60% chance of formation over the next 7 days. So we'll watch for some development for this storm system. But based on the latest area of interest and how it is positioned, this may be a storm that ultimately misses the U.S. as well. We still have to watch it though. And so we'll bring you the very latest as we head throughout the next couple of days. But now to our big story. Heat continues to impact us. We're dealing with an extreme heat warning for most of the viewing area that will be active through this evening. Tomorrow we'll likely see some heat alerts out there because hot weather will also be in place then, but it will be potentially a little less intense. Right now, we have air temperatures in Monroe sitting at 98 degrees. We have a light wind out of the east at about 5 miles per hour, and it feels like it's 109 degrees when you factor in the humidity. So that heat and the combination of humidity having an impact on us at this hour. When we look at air temperatures from across the Arctic, we're now at 100 degrees in Tallulah, 98 degrees in Ruston, and also in El Dorado. But just to our north and west, they're sitting at 104 degrees in Texarkana. So the heat impacting all of us here in the Arctic. And when you take a look at the feels like numbers, you'll see numbers well into the 100s, even above 110 degrees. We see that for areas to our north, like in Greenville, Mississippi, and also right here in Tallulah at 110 degrees. Now, as we track the feels like temperatures going forward, we are expecting high numbers as we head into Wednesday, but you'll notice a drop off as we head toward Thursday and Friday and the weekend. That will be because a couple of cold fronts will sweep across the region, bringing lower humidity, but still keeping some rain chances in the forecast. So let's talk about what's on the way for this evening. This model is indicating that we could have some outflow from Arkansas that pushes into our region later on this evening, so we'll be watching for that. Maybe a thunderstorm or two impacting our region. Most of the day has been quiet though. Hopefully people have been able to enjoy that. Then as we look toward Wednesday morning, we'll be quiet, but throughout the day Wednesday, we will eventually see a cold front sweep into our region, and later in the day we could see some spotty rain showers develop. And then as we head into Thursday, we start our quiet Thursday morning, but by Thursday afternoon, as of now, models are keeping us dry. That front likely well to our south by then. But let's talk about our weather pattern overall. We have high pressure that's continuing to build to our west. It is influencing our weather. You can also make out what is now Hurricane Erin. That disturbance again moving through the Atlantic. It'll eventually push to the north and east, and as it does so, heat will continue to build into the middle of the country, at least at least across the western United States for the next couple of days. But because of a couple of fronts, we'll see that heat start to break down for us. And if you're traveling to the Great Lakes region, they'll notice more rain activity and cooler weather as well. Now, when we look out 6 to 10 days from now, it shows a large portion of the eastern United States likely experiencing below normal temperatures. So as we look ahead, we'll give you the first alert and let you know that next week we could potentially see highs only in the upper 80s. So some cooler air is on the way for us. We just have to get there. Now tonight, we'll see temperatures down to about 75 degrees. We'll have a clear sky out there. It'll be warm and humid still. Tomorrow, we'll see temperatures in the upper 90s, not quite triple digits, but it still will feel pretty hot. We'll tell you more about what's on the way, including updating you once again on the tropics tonight at 5 p.m. on KNOE. Make sure to tune in.